they took that f***ing clown
Yep.
and put him at the farm to train all the upcoming
And now
guys?
he may not be doing that. He's made enough. I mean, assist level retirement.
What a joke.
I know. So he's
What a f***ing joke.
24, 36 hours before the attack. We went through base-wide training, medevac, casevac plan. How do we handle mass casualties?
Damn.
Yeah. So that just shows you how awesome Roan is. So.
Yeah.
But the attack happened. I remember we were just laying there, and me and Boone were on QRF. We always had, we always had a team on QRF standby. Every team would be op, and then we always had guys that were on that's all they did all day, 24 hours. We were on that QRF. So end of the day, we're thinking, quiet day. My gosh, almost time to go home. I got a few more days left, extension. I even remember we were watching two of the greatest movies ever made. I had just watched Battleship, and I was watching Wrath of the Titans. And we get a call on the radio, and you can hear the gunfire, but it's not really, because there's always gunfire.
Yeah.
I thought maybe somebody's having a wedding or something. You can hear the prr, prr. And we get a call on the radio, and it's from our team leader, Jiris. He goes, Jiris, we need you in the team room. And it was about that monotone, not a lot of excitement. And at least I didn't think it was. I didn't hear the excitement. So Boone did roll over me, and he's like, dude, he's like, what the fuck did you do now, Todd? Because he thought I pissed somebody off again. And I go, dude, I ain't done anything. I've been a saint all day, dude. I swear, I just want to go home, man. Because 9 times out of 10, if we got called, I did something. I had a placard from the movie Tropic Thunder where Sergeant Cyrus, the Robert Downey Jr. character, actually wasn't a placard. It was a piece of paper, and I'd laminated it, and it said, never go full retard. And if a CI case officer did something stupid, I'd put it on their desk so they'd see it in the morning. And so I do stuff like that. I just love picking. I love picking on them. The Jason Bournes. So
The Jason Bournes.
Boone's been with me for 10 years. I mean, we hadn't worked together continually, but we've been in different spots for 10 years, from State Department on to OGA. So he knows me. He's like, dude, what the hell did you do now, you son of a bitch? It's like, nothing, bud. I've been good. I promise you. And then the urgency came. It was about 30 seconds later, though. It said, Juris, we need you in the team room now. And it was, and you just know, you've been doing this long enough. I've been doing this long enough. All right, it's time to go. And I look at Boone, and we're getting our gear, because we kept some of our gear in our lockers, but our quick ready gear, our body armor, and our M4s, our pea shooters, we kept right by our bed on QRF. So it was right there. Radios were right there, of course. All the night vision, all the heavy weapons were still in our lockers in the team room. We start getting our shit on, and Boone's smiling. I'm smiling. It's awesome. I'm smiling just like this. I still remember looking at him. He's smiling. I'm smiling. I go, man, we could do something fun tonight. And we headed out our door. And as soon as you got out the door, our door we were in Building Charlie, where it opened up, the annex was directed at 12 o'clock. So as we opened the door, we're seeing the tracers. You can see the firefight. It's going on.
Damn.
Man. So now all that popping, now it's starting to, oh, that's what it is. The brain's starting to realize, oh, this ain't just some crazy night in Libya. This is, holy shit, Constant's getting attacked. And the Jason Bournes, the ones I saw were like, it was like cats lighting firecrackers at them. They're just going everywhere. And I saw a team. I saw Roan. We all had tasks. We all had responsibilities. My responsibility was heavy weapon, Mark 46, get that. And then I was going to drive the SUV. Boone's responsibility was to get the keys for it, get it out. My responsibility was to make sure we had it ready to go. And then, like I said, we all had our different tasks. And it was beautiful, dude. It was just beautiful. I saw leaders acting like leaders. And it wasn't the barking orders. It wasn't the yelling at each other. It's everybody shut the fuck up and did their jobs. And it was, it was awesome. Because even in that elements there, you don't always get that. You're always going to have maybe one guy that thinks he's in charge. And everybody respected each other and trusted each other enough that nobody needed to say a word. And it was like Mozart. It's just wonderful. And that's what it reminded me. I mean, I was like seeing notes, man. And we're 5 minutes. We're ready to go. 5 minutes. It's time to go. And I remember I looked at Roan. He's got the sedan. He's got Jack and Tig in that. Boone's Bone's a rock star. He's got our shit together. The SUV's ready to go. I got my 46. We're geared up. We got our night vision on. That we got all the stuff that's in our lockers. Got the ammo. Ron goes like this. I look at him. That's all I need. He's good, yeah? All right, good. Chief's here. Our team leader's here. They're on their cell phones. I go, Chief, we're ready to go. He didn't bother even look at me. I said, Chief, we're ready to go. He looks at the team leader. Still isn't looking at me. On his phone, talking to somebody. I don't know who it was. Still to this day. He says to the team leader, tell these guys they need to wait. It's like, that motherfucking disrespectful. Fine. I didn't say a word. I'm just, what? The team leader looks at me. He starts to tell me that. I go, dude, I got it. I fucking got it. I walk back to my car. Ron's like, dude, Tana, what's happening? What's going on, man? I said, Bob's telling us we got to wait. Now, the movie where Jack and Ron got stopped and we tried to get to him in the beginning, that happened, but it was at night. So we had already been through that before. So we're like, shit, he ain't gonna let us go again. So that wasn't part of movie magic. It just, the only thing we changed it to, it was nighttime when that happened. And Ron did bluff his way out of it. And he just had a CIA chief of support lady with him when that happened. It's pretty awesome. But we'd already been through that where he would not let us go. But we're waiting. We're still thinking at that point in time, maybe he still does know something we don't. Maybe the SIF team is on its way. Maybe they're sending a bird in. Maybe something's coming in. Maybe there's Marines off the coast and they're, we're trying to play the benefit of the doubt by not creating more drama, because more yelling and screaming is not going to do any good. It's not. And that's why that team was so awesome, is we all knew that. If we had all been younger with piss and vinegar, we probably would have been fighting with them. And what would that have done? Nothing. So we're waiting. We're continually going scenarios, at least I am, through my head. I know the team is, you're wargaming, you're what-ifing through your head. You're going through your head, going through scenarios that you win to keep the adrenaline in check. So I'm going through my head. I'm going, okay, if we get hit with mortars here, what am I going to do? All right, how do we win this fight? Fine. We get out the gate, we get ambushed. On this road, what do I do? How do we win that fight? So you're just, it's what you do in the corporate world too. So you don't, like this, you're just going through scenarios that you win, and the only way you can do that is through hard training or experience or both. And by that time, I'd been through a lot of hard training and a lot of experience. So I was able to pull from that. And I know the other guys were doing the same thing, because nobody was panicking. Everybody was, Ron's taking the lead. He's our charge. He's going to take care of this. And we trusted that. So Ron's talking to the chief. Tig's there too. Tig's talking to the chief, and the time's just going by. The fighting is intensifying. And then instead of just hearing AK and PKM fire, and you know what this sound, we start hearing that like, holy shit. That's a dish cam. Like, holy fuck, we got to go. And can't do it. We're still waiting. And that's when I saw Tig and Bob arguing. That's when the one huge interaction. We didn't put it in the movie. It wasn't going to have a place in the movie. It didn't need to. But they were arguing. It's in the book. And that's where Tig was told. Tig's like, motherfucker, we got to go. We got to go. We got to go now. And that's where Bob told, stand down. Bob, you guys got to stand down. He told Tig and Tyrone and Jack's car right there. And I don't think it was malicious. I don't think it was nefarious. I think he just was shitting down his leg. The later was nefarious with the military not coming. That was purely political, nefarious actions from the power that be, Commander-in-Chief and Secretary of State and all them. But that, I could be wrong, but regardless, we were told to stand down. And so we're told to wait once, stand down 15 minutes later, and then at the 25-minute mark of us waiting there, because remember, the State Department guys have our freaks, have our icon freaks. They're calling us on the radios, and that was heartbreaking, man. That really was, because we're listening to them, and they're like, GRS, where are you? GRS, where the fuck are you? We need you. GRS, we've been overrun. GRS, they're lighting the buildings on fire. We're hearing all this, and we're like, guys, roger that.
Is the chief of base here in this,
yes,
Bob?
It's all on the talk, because they're open mics.
So he's hearing this, and he's still not letting
us
you go. What was the relationship like him before this night?
We didn't get along. He was condescending as hell. I didn't get along with him. I didn't like him. I didn't care for him. We worked in Mosul together as well. Didn't like him there. I thought we made him pretty. Well, I think that was the combination of characters. We had a team leader, and we had the chief. Chief was very.
What's this guy doing now?
He got his CIS, so he got his top tier to retire as a CIS level, and then he became a contract instructor at the farm. Now I don't know if he's still doing that.
Are you fucking kidding me? They took that fucking clown and put him at the farm to train all the upcoming
and now
guys?
he may not be doing that. He's made enough. I mean, CIS level retirement.
What a fucking joke.
I know. So he's
what a fucking joke.
I would
Take that guy and put him in charge of the fucking up and coming case officers. Wow. And that's why that fucking agency doesn't do shit anymore.
It's a shit show. It's a clown show.
What a
bro, he's probably retired now, living in Williamsburg or somewhere nice with 1,000 acre. I mean, he's made plenty of money. He got the CIA, he got the highest level of the CIA.
What do you think he thinks about every day?
I don't think they give a shit, dude.
You don't think he
they can
gives a
sleep
shit?
well at night. I hope he doesn't. But it's like asking me, does Kamala Harris sleep well at night? She sleeps like a baby because they think they're right all the time. I'm right, you're wrong. I know I'm getting ahead of myself, but where he seriously was going to stay there to collect intel when we were leaving out. When after the mortars hit, after the bombs hit, after Ronan Bub died, we had to force his ass out of the compound because he still was going to stay there and collect intel. And that was him. They are so elite. They're elitists, and they just think they're the smartest people in the room. And that's one of the reasons why I always would fuck with them, because they're not.